You don't have to go through that much. That particular much. You don't have to go through the other much, not that much. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Comfort. If you are new here, welcome. If you've been here, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate you. And before we get into this video, as you can see, we're talking some real talk today. I just need to know, have you subscribed? Have you subscribed? It's right there or right there. It's free. The thing is red. You can see it. It's very easy to see. Or you can just click on my face at the beginning or at the end of the video. Just go ahead and subscribe. I would really, really appreciate it, to support and to keep this train going, to keep growing and building our family. Yes, so we are gonna get into this video, and as you can see, we are talking about the notion that infidelity or cheating is a prerequisite for a long-term relationship. I'm talking about like 20 plus years. That in order for you to be in a long relationship, infidelity has to be involved. Okay, like for me, I used to be naive in the fact that when people would say,
we've been through so much in our relationship, we've been through so much, you know,
I always assumed like, oh, okay, maybe they had money troubles, you know, family struggles or drama, maybe family drama, just whatever that they may have been struggling with, you know, mental health issues, whatever, right? But every time it would come out later on that these people are talking about cheating. Cheating? That's you've been through so much? Like, yeah, you have, but I feel like now I've gotten to a point where now that's just what I expect. When a couple says, oh, we've been through so much, I'm like, oh, he cheated on you a bunch of times. Like, you don't have to go through that. And let's even talking about the concept of marriage, when we're talking about marriage, right, in particular. This idea that marriage is unconditional. Love is unconditional. You can't help how you love that person. And, you know, love is supposed to be unconditional. Marriage is not unconditional. You're literally reciting your conditions at the altar. Like, for better, for worse, that's a condition. Till death do us part, that's a condition. Forsaking all others. Forsaking all others. Do you know what that means? It means you're forsaking all. You see somebody here? See somebody? You're not my person. I'm sticking to my person. That's what you're supposed to be doing. So those are the conditions. Once you break those conditions, you're out of your contract. Marriage is a contract. Let's just keep it real, right? You're out of your contract. So this idea that marriage is unconditional, it's very conditional. You're reciting your conditions, whether you get married in a church, whether you get married in court, whether you get married in your own special ceremony and you want to say your own vows freestyle. It's conditions that you're saying. So it's not unconditional. And if you step outside of that and the person chooses to give you a second chance, or the person chooses to still be bound in this contract with you, that is their choice and you should be so grateful. But to somehow act as if, oh, because people will say, if you want to end a marriage because of infidelity, they'll say, well, you said for better, for worse. That wasn't what we were talking about. They were talking about miscommunication issues. They were talking about you growing up in different households and how you guys can mesh those lives together. They were talking about family deaths. They were talking about drama or whatever. They were not talking about infidelity. Otherwise they wouldn't have said it in the vows that you're not supposed to be partaking in infidelity, adultery. That is, I really feel like we need to normalize long-term relationships, serious relationships that have been through a lot. That been through a lot does not have to include cheating. That been through a lot does not have to include infidelity. Let's just make that very clear. Now maybe it has been, you know, it's very popular that it has been, but for me and my household, I rebuke. And I hope you rebuke it in your household. Like, that is not a prerequisite to a long-lasting, strong relationship. There's other things in life that are so difficult and so complex and challenging in marriage that you do not need to introduce something that you have control over. Don't put yourself in positions. Don't try to test your will and put yourself in positions and then you end up causing some harm and then you have to rebuild that up in your marriage just so you can say we've been through so much. You don't have to go through that much, that particular much. You don't have to go through the other much, not that much. Okay? That's all. I just wanted to come quick, you know, kind of semi-rant, semi-vent, you know, let's help each other. Help me to help you, you know, help you to help me. All right? So let me know if you agree, if you disagree. You can comment down below. If you like this type of video, give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. subscribe, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell because I'm going to be posting more very often. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you.